Okay, so good morning, students. So we are in this session going to see what is a linked list. Let us try to revise the single linked list concept, okay, which is there for your internals starting tomorrow. So now I'm going to take up this program directly to tell you what exactly is a linked list and what are the operations that can be done on a single linked list and how we can try to implement each of these operations. That is what we are trying to see here. Now, going to the linked list, we have certain limitations. Why do we go for linked list? Because we have certain limitations in the array. That is the reason we go for linked list. Correct. Now, in case of linked list, every node, linked list is a connection of several nodes make up a linked list. Now, here in this case, now when you talk about a single node, a node has two different parts. One is the part which is going to contain the data. The other part is going to contain the address of the next node. So we have to have two different fields for every node. So one node is going to hold the address of the one field, sorry, is going to hold the data. This next field is going to hold the address of the next node, right? And always we should have a pointer to the first node. That is what you call it as the header node or the start node. You can call it as head, you can call it as first, you can call it as start. However you want, you can call it. Okay, next, how are we going to define a node? Now here, when I try to define a node, I am using the data type called as structure. So I am using the structure. When I say structure, we can have several data types inside the structure. That means we can have a structure can consist of data types which are of different, no, it can have variables which are of different data types. What are we having here? We have data here which is of the type integer, and then we have a pointer variable called as next, which is used for holding the address of the next node, right? And it is of the type node itself. What is node? Node is nothing but the structure. And then we are also making use of a pointer variable called start, which is going to hold the address of the first node. All right. So this is how we are going to define the structure of a particular node. How do you define a node in a linked list? In case of a node, we are defining every node as a structure. All right. So there, why we are taking a structure? Because in structure, you can have heterogeneous variables. When I say heterogeneous variables, a particular every variable can be of different data types. Whereas when I take a array, you cannot have heterogeneous variables. You can have all the variables which are of the same type, right? So data is of the type integer, which is used for holding the data. Then you have a pointer called as a pointer variable called as next, which is used for holding the address of the next node. And always in linked list, you should have a start node or a header node or the first node, whatever you call it as, to hold the address of the first node. Okay, you should, because unless you know the address of the first node, you will not be able to access the linked list, or in other words, you will not be able to traverse the all the nodes of the linked list. It is not going to be possible unless you are going to hold the, or you are going to store the address of the first node, right? So this is the different definition of a node. How do you define a node, right? Next we come to class. I have taken a class here called as single linked list. Okay, there under public I have defined this is a constructor that we are defining, single linked list constructor. What do we do usually in constructor? Generally in constructor we try to initialize the variables, correct? So in case of single linked list, here I have defined a constructor wherein I am trying to initialize this variable. What is start? Start is a pointer variable which is used for holding the address of the first node. Now before I insert anything inside the linked list, my linked list is going to be empty, correct? So my first, the start pointer will not have anything to hold initially. So that is the reason we are initializing start to none. So this initialization, I do it in the constructor. Next, what are the possible operations that we can do on a single linked list? We can insert at the beginning of the linked list. I can insert at any position. I can insert at the end or the last. I can delete any node. I can insert before a particular node. These two are different. When I say insert at a position and I say insert before a node, okay, these two are different. Then what are the operations with respect to delete? I can delete at the beginning, I can delete at the end, I can delete any specific node, okay, and then I can also, obviously, I should be able to display the linked list. So these are all the operations that can be done on a single linked list. Now let us take up each one of them and see how we can try to code it. All right. So now I have written the main function here. What have we done here? We have declared a class called as single linked list. And here I am trying to create an object of this class that is called as instantiation of the class, correct? SL. SL stands, I mean, I've just taken it as SL for our understanding, single linked list. So SL is an object of the class called as single linked list. What are we trying to do? And I have defined other possible variables which are required for me: choice, element, position, I. These are all the variables that I require in order to do this particular job. Next, what I have done, I have put the entire thing into a menu option. Okay. So what I have done, let's say I have written operations on single linked list. I have put down all the operations. First one is insert at the beginning, insert at the end, insert node at a position, insert before an element. That's what I said. These two are going to be really different. Next, we say display the linked list, delete from beginning, delete from the end, delete any element, delete a particular node. Okay. So these are all the different operations that we are going to do on a single linked list. Okay, next you enter your choice based on what operation you want to do. Then I have used a switch case here, right? Then, so case 1 is inserting the node at the beginning. So I will call the respective functions. So based on the choice, since we have used a switch case, based on the choice, we are going to call the respective functions. So display, delete at the beginning, delete at the end, delete any, delete a particular node, all these things. Next, and then if you are trying to enter something which is out of this bound, you are not, let's say you are trying to enter some number other than 1 to 10, then we will also display a statement called as wrong choice and then come out of the loop. All right. Now let us take each one of them. Insert at the beginning. So what happens here? All right. So here we are declaring a variable called as integer. First, you have to accept what value you want to insert. So enter the value to be inserted, that we are accepting. Cin is equal to value. So we are accepting that value, whatever data you want to enter, that you are accepting in the variable called as value. Then I have to keep my new node ready. Now, this is insertion at the beginning. That means at the beginning of the linked list, I want to insert this particular node. So first my node should be ready, correct? Now, what do I do? Temp is the new node. I am calling this new node as temp. Now, temp new means what? We are allocating memory for this particular node, correct? So always whenever I create a node, I should be able to allocate the memory to this particular node, which is done using the new operator. New is an operator here. Next, I'll store that values into the node and keep my node ready basically. So temp of data is value. I've already accepted some value here, that I am going to put it here. Temp of data is value. Next, temp of next is none. So right now I don't know where am I going to insert it. So I am just keeping my node ready. So node is containing two fields, data and next. So data is containing the value that I want to insert. Next contains the null pointer, because right, it's just a single node. I have not joined it into the linked list. It's just a single node. So I'm just keeping my node ready. Next, I want to insert, once my node is ready, I want to insert it at the beginning. That means beginning means what? I want to insert it before, there is already some nodes maybe there. I want to insert it before the first node, let us say. Now, before inserting, what do I check? I will check if my list is going to be empty. How do I know whether the list is empty or there are some elements in the list? I do not know. So I should first check if my list is empty. Then this node will be the only node that I will be inserting. Correct? So that I have to first check whether my list is empty or not. How do I check that? If start is equal to null. Remember, we had initialized start is equal to null because we had just created the list, and the start is a pointer to hold the address of the first node. We don't have any nodes, so initially we have assigned null to start. That means if I say start is null, that means my list is empty. Why? Because start is holding the address of the first node. When you don't have any node, obviously start is not going to hold anything at all. So if start is equal to null, then that means there is no nodes in the list. This node what I have made it ready will be the, whatever I want to insert will be the only node that I am going to take up. So I will say start is equal to temp. That means this temp itself will become the first node, and first node should be, address should be held by start. Start of next is equal to null. Because you don't have any other nodes. This is the only node. List was empty. This node you have inserted. So there is only one node in the list. So and that address is held by start. That itself is called as a start. And start of next will be null. Because you don't have any more nodes which are joined. Okay, this is a case if my list is empty and I am inserting one node into the list. Else means what now? List is not empty. List is not empty means what? There are several nodes already in the list. I want to insert this node at the beginning. So then what I will do? I have said temp of next is null. This temp of next, I will set it to start. So temp of next will become start. Start, temp will become the new start. This is what I will do if I want to insert in the list which is already having some elements. So the second node, temp of next, is nothing but it is going to point to the second node. That means your whatever was initially pointing to start will now become the second node. Temp will become the first node or the start node. That is what we are coding here. So element is already inserted at the beginning. This is just a display statement so that we are sure that we have come up to here to indicate that the list is node is inserted. That is for insertion at the beginning. Now let us move on to insertion at the end. How do we do insertion at the end? Okay. First, we are going to again ask for the value. Enter the value to be inserted. What is the value that you want to insert? Okay. That you are accepting at C in value. Next. I am keeping my node ready. Correct? So, I will take a node called temp. I will allocate memory. How do I allocate memory? Using this new keyword. I will allocate memory. I will put the data into that value, whatever I have accepted. I'll keep it as tempered data. Temp of next is null. So this part indicates my node is ready. Now I want to insert it at the end. Correct? Now again, before I insert it at the end, I have to first check whether my list is empty or not. Okay, again the same thing I will use here. If start is null, that means my list is empty. And then this temp will be the only node that I'm going to insert. So whether we insert at the beginning or at the end doesn't make any difference now because the list is empty and this is the only node that we are going to insert. Correct? So start is equal to temp, start of next is equal to null, because that's the only node. Start of next will be set to null. Else means what? List is not empty. That means there is some nodes in the list. It is already there, and I want to insert at the end. So that means what? Now somehow I should go up to the end of the list. That means I should be able to access the current last node. How do I find out that? I will take another variable called as pointer variable called as yes. Okay, I will initialize yes with start. So from start, it will go on moving up to the last node. How do I arrive at? How do I know whether I have arrived at the last node or not? Last node, next of last node will always be null. So that is the indication that you have arrived at the last node. So we will take up a loop. While s of next is not equal to null, s is equal to s of next. So I go on traveling. I start from, I take a pointer called s, initialize it to start, okay, and then from the start, that is the first node, I go on moving until I reach the last node, because I want to insert at the last. So I go on moving till the last node. Last node, how do I find out? The last node next of that last node will always be null, correct? So while s of next is not equal to null, I'll keep moving. Not equal to null means what? It is not the last node. There is some other node, next node is there. So this is not null. I'll go on moving, traversing until I find the last node. Once I find out the last node, yes is now, I come out of the loop. When s of next is null, I'll come out of the loop. When it will be equal to null? When I have arrived at the last node. So when I come out, s of next is equal to temp. I already, this temp should come at the end for me. Temp is my new node. It should come at the end. So I will set s of next to temp. That's all I have to do. If you have to insert at the, and temp of next is null. Temp of next is null. We have already done it. So we don't have to write it once again. Okay. So that is insertion at the end. Next we will see what is insertion, not a system. Insertion at a position. I hope all of you have tried these programs. Have you tried or not? Single linked list programs? Anybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Got the result?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What about others? Bhavisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, insertion before, or where was I? Okay. Insert at a position. Now, here again, I am taking some variables. I am taking one counter, then value, position, I. These are all variables that I am taking. Then enter the value to be inserted. First, you have to take the value and keep your node ready. That is the first step whenever you want to insert. Enter the value to be inserted. So we are taking the value. Then we are creating a new node called temp. We are allocating memory for that using the new operator. Then we are creating two more pointer variables, s and ptr. Then we are keeping our node ready. Temp of data is value, temp of next is null. So my node is ready now. Next, what am I supposed to do? I am asking the user enter the position at which you want the node to be inserted. So which position you want to insert the node? Position can be 1, position can be 2, 3, 4, anything. Correct? Now, I am taking, so some position I have entered, let us say 3 or 4 or whatever we have entered. S is equal to start. Again, while s of, now, why am I count, what am I doing here? This part you observe. While s is not equal to null, s is equal to s of next. Counter plus plus. Here, I have initialized counter to be 0. Now, why I am taking this counter? Can you anybody tell me that? Why am I taking this counter? Can anybody tell me? Any of you?
Ma'am, to increase the position.
To
Increase the position, like
no,
linked
no,
list 1, 2, 3.
no. Any other answer? Why we are taking counter there? Anybody? See, we are taking this counter because to find out how many nodes are there in the linked list. How many nodes are there? Because when I say enter the position at which the node to be inserted. Okay, suppose there are 5 nodes in the list. I want to insert at the 4th position. So I will enter what? Enter at as 4. That is correct. Suppose there are 5 nodes in the list. Okay, and I enter 7. I enter position as 7. That is wrong, is it not? I cannot enter the position at which node. I cannot insert the node at the 7th position when I have only 5 nodes available there. When there are 5 nodes available in the list currently, so I should either enter the first position or at the second, third, fourth, or fifth. I cannot enter. Okay, I want the node to be inserted at 10th position. That is not possible. So how will I check that whether you have entered the valid position or not? How to check? That means whatever position you are entering, it should be well within the number of nodes that you have. That is why we are trying to first count the number of nodes in the list. So this counter is going to give you how many nodes are there in the linked list. So only when if I say here, if I go on counting, S is not equal to null means last node will have S is equal to null. Correct. So until then I'll go on counting how many nodes I have. So here counter value will give me the number of nodes that are there in the linked list. So I'll get to know that there are only 5 nodes. So if somebody is going to enter 10th position, then I know they are entering the wrong value. That's the only reason we try to find out what is the counter value. Next. Okay, once the first step is you count the number of nodes in the list. After you take the position from the user. If position is equal to 1. Now we have here several conditions before we enter. Insert. First thing is if my position, if I want to enter at the first position. What do I check first? I have to check whether my list is empty. If my list is empty, then my first temp node itself will become the first node. So this is very similar to our insertion at the beginning. Else, if it is not empty, but still I want to insert at the first position. So again, insertion, this whole thing is very similar to your insertion at the beginning, what we saw now. Because we have said position is equal to 1. Okay. Next, else if here, this is where if position is greater than 1 and position is less than or equal to counter. This is where I'm trying to check if you have entered the appropriate or a valid position or not. If you have not entered a valid position, this condition, if it is not going to get satisfied, then you cannot insert at that position. Always your position value should be between 1 and the number of nodes that are there in the list. Okay. S is equal to start. So depending, suppose I have 5 nodes already and I have entered 4. Position is 4. That means I want to insert at the 4th position. Suppose I do like that. So that means what? I have to reach up to the 4th position. How do I reach? I will take a variable called S and then go on traversing until I reach that point. So S is equal to start for I is equal to 1, I less than pos, I plus plus. So if pos position is what? 4. Suppose there are 5 nodes. I want to enter, my position is 4. That means I want to insert at the 4th position. Okay, so I will go up to that. That's why I have taken this particular loop. Pointer is equal to S is equal to S of next. So we are trying to take one more variable. I will assign that S is equal to S of next. And then when I come out, I am at the point where I have that pointer. You can go through my video. I have made it very clear using pictures there. So pointer of next will be temp. Temp of next is equal to S. That is how I try to insert at that particular position. So to insert at that particular, see, else what I am trying to do? I am saying position out of range. That means, that's why I said, when if your entered position is 10, but your counter says that there are only 5 nodes, then that means you are entering a position which is out of range. So that's how you try to insert at a particular position. All right. So next, let us see how do we insert before an element. All right. So how do we try to do? How do we insert before an element? Before an element means, suppose I have inserted, let us say 5, 12, 15, 20. These are all my nodes, elements, values of that particular node. So I want to insert before 12, something like that. Okay. Position is different. The inserting before an element is different. Okay. Next, we have here two pointers we are taking, current and previous. What is the value to be inserted? That we are accepting in value. Next, we are creating a new node called temp and then allocating memory for that and then keeping the node ready. So temp of data is value, temp of next is none. This much is ready. Next, we have to accept, enter the element before which the node is to be inserted. Positions we have done now. Now we are trying to do enter the element before which the node is to be inserted. So which element? You have to obviously give an element which is already existing in the linked list. Right. Now, again, before inserting before that element, I will check if the linked list is empty. If it is empty, then I can't insert before this particular item will not exist only, is it not? If it is empty, this will not exist at all. So there is no question of inserting before this. So you will simply write list is empty and come out. Otherwise, if your start of data is item, what do we mean by this? That means if start of data is equal to item, what is item? Item is before which I want to insert. Start of data means what? You are checking with the first element or the first node. If your start of data and item are the same, that means you want to insert before the first node. Start of data is equal to item, then temp of next is equal to start is equal to temp. This is same as insertion at the beginning. Because you have given your item some value. Let us say my first node is 5. Item also I am entering as 5. Means what? Before 5 I want to insert. 5 is my first element. That is what I am checking here. Start of data is item. That means start of data is what? It is the first element, first node. If that is equal to item, whatever I have entered, which means I want to insert before the first element, which is same as what? Inserting at the beginning. That's what we have done here. Else. So I don't want to insert at the before the first element. What I do? Start of next is equal to null and start of data is equal to item. What is this? Can anybody tell me please? What does this indicate? Anyone? Anyone? Can I have an answer for that? What does that line indicate? Whatever I have highlighted. No answer?
Ma'am, there will be only one node, like first. There will be no next, and data will be equal to the first
Exactly. Very
node.
good. Very good. Maitri, very good. Start of next is null. That means you have just one node and the value that you have entered also matches with that. That means there is only one node and I want to insert before this node. Okay. So then I will again say temp of next is start is equal to 10. It is all the same. We are checking there is here it is empty. Here it is only one node and it matches with that. Next, if that condition is also not satisfied, then we go to the next one. Current is equal to start. We take one more pointer, two pointers here we take, current and previous. I am initializing current to start. If current is not null and item is also not equal to current of data, then I go on assigning the previous current one and the previous one. Current will go on traversing every element. So, and then the previous element node, I am trying to give a point it to previous. When I come out of this loop, when this condition, even if one of the condition is false, I will come out of the loop. So if current is equal to null, then it is not found. Alright, element itself is not found. Else, temp of next will be equal to current. Temp is our new node. So temp of next equal to current, previous of next will be equal to temp. If you look at the video, this part will become clear because I have showed it with some pictures there, right? So that's about insertion before an element. So we have seen insertion at the beginning, insertion at the end, insertion at a point, insertion before an element. Display. Display is pretty simple. So if start equal to null, that means you are checking if the list is empty, then there is nothing to be displayed. You are simply saying list is empty and you come out. Otherwise, you have to display from the first node to the last node, correct? So I will take a variable called as temp, initialize it to the header node, and then temp is equal to start while temp is not equal to null. That means I go on displaying temp of data. Every node, whatever is the value, I go on displaying until I reach the null. Once I reach null, I simply display null and come out. So that is about display. All right. Next, we will move on to deletion. Deletion also, we can do delete at the beginning, delete at the end, right? So delete at the beginning, we are taking one pointer variable, yes. Okay. Then if start is null, that means you are checking if the list is empty. You cannot delete anything. So you will simply display that the list is empty and you will come out. Next, what is the other possible condition? Start of next is null, which means there is only one node in the list and you want to delete that. Okay, so what you will do, if start of next is null means there is only, this indicates what? This indicates that only one element is there in the list. Okay, so this condition is empty condition. This indicates list is empty. This indicates there is only one element in the list and I am deleting that. So start of data is gone. So what should I do? I have to initialize start to null because list has become empty, right? Else. So if there are, that means what? If there are more number of nodes, that is your else part. So you try to delete it, start of data. You are deleting the beginning at the beginning. So you will delete start of data. Start is equal to start of next because there are several other elements in the list. So the second element will now become the first element. First element you have deleted. That's why. Okay, that is about deletion at the beginning. Let's move on to deletion at the end. Yeah, for deletion at the end, again, we are taking two pointers, current and previous. Okay. Now, first condition is what? You have to check if start is null. That means if your list is empty. So if list is empty, what we can do? There is nothing to delete at all, correct? So we'll displace list is empty and then we come out. Next, if you are having only one element in the list, all these conditions will hold here also. This is only one element in the list. Okay, and you are deleting that because there is no end, there is no beginning, there is only one element. So you delete that element and you initialize start is equal to null and you come out. Else means you have so many elements in the list, but you want to delete the last element. So I will take a pointer called as current, initialize it to start. So while current is not equal to null, I'll go on traversing current is equal to current of next. And then the previous element will be pointing to previous. Then I am deleting current of data, previous of next will be set to. That means the last but one element, last but one node will be set to null. So that is your deletion at the end. Okay. Yeah, this is deletion at a position. Yeah, fine. So deletion at a position, again, you have to take up at a position. Whenever you say at a position, you have to count the number of nodes that you have because you are accepting the position to be deleted. First thing that you are checking here is same thing. If the list is empty, if list is empty, you can't delete anything, you will come out of it. Next, you are else what? If they're assuming that the list is not empty. The list is not empty, you are accepting which position you want to delete. That is what you are accepting here. And this position, as we saw in insertion, it should be within the range. Correct? So we are trying to count the number of nodes. We are taking a pointer variable, yes, initializing it to start. If you want to delete the first position, that means you are deleting the first node. Then start is equal to s of next. First node I have deleted. The second node will now become the first node. That's all. Next, else your position is not 1 but something else. So then in that case, I will try to count the number of nodes first and then check if this condition has to satisfy. If I have 5 nodes, your position should be within 5. You cannot go with beyond 5. If you go beyond 5, then I will say, oh, I'm sorry. If you go beyond 5, then I will say your position is out of range. So I'll accept that position. I'll go on traversing until I reach position. And when I come out of it, I'll assign that to pointer s of s is equal to s of same logic what we have used. Else I delete, I say position is out of range, and then I delete s. Whenever you are doing in case of C++, we try to allocate memory, we also deallocate memory. Whenever you delete something, we also deallocate memory by using the word delete. Okay, that's very important. Okay, next, the last one, I think, delete any element. Delete any element. Okay, you are accepting this is a position. Delete any position. Position is different, element is different. Okay, so you are accepting which one you want to delete. Here, first is you are checking if the list is empty, then nothing can be done. Here you are checking if you are trying to if your item matches with the first element. That is what this condition says. So you are deleting the first element, second element will become the first element. Next, this condition is what? If start of data is equal to item and start of next is equal to null. That means this first element, only one element is there. And you are deleting the first element you want to delete. This is you want to delete the first element. There may be several elements in the list. But here you have only one element in the list and you want to delete that. In that case, you are deleting that start of data and then you have to set start is equal to null. Else what? You are not deleting the first element. You are not deleting a list where there is only one element. So that means you want to delete something else. And there are also several items in the list. So we are taking a variable called current, initialize it to start. So all this is the same as what we have done. Element not found, all this. Okay. So this finishes your program explanation of single linked list. You can also go through the circular linked list, which I am not going to take up now. All right, any doubts you have for second internals, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll wind up this session.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, do well, all of you. 30 questions. You'll have 1 hour duration and queue, complete queue, and complete linked list. Okay. So all the best.
Thank
Do
you,
well.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.